Hello, everyone, and welcome back to TV Days Drama Digest. Today, we're diving into one of the most mysterious and dramatic characters on Days of Our Lives, Drive. Wilhelm Rolf. Every time Rolf makes an appearance in Salem, he shakes things up with his bizarre scientific abilities, outlandish experiments, and morally questionable decisions. This time, his return to the scene is no less exciting, and we're here to break down what might happen now that the mad scientist is back in town. What does his arrival signal, and what new chaos will unfold with his involvement? Let's explore the possibilities together. The reason for Dr. Rolf's reappearance seems to be directly tied to Kristen and her unwavering determination to save Brady Black from a future behind bars. As fans know, Brady is facing prison time after accepting responsibility for the accident that left Sarah Horton paralyzed. But here's the kicker: Brady is innocent. The real culprit behind Sarah's tragic condition is Fiona, yet Brady is prepared to take the fall, burdened by guilt and a sense of duty. Brady believes he deserves to be punished, thinking that his actions somehow contributed to Sarah's injury. He feels immense guilt and has resigned himself to a miserable fate in prison, where he can wallow in his self-imposed suffering. For Brady, it's a form of penance, one that will allow him to atone for a mistake he believes he's made, even though the reality is much more complicated. It's a classic case of Brady being his own worst enemy, and his noble yet misguided decision is set to cost him dearly. But there's one person who refuses to let Brady go down this path: Kristen. Kristen, ever the fierce protector of those she loves, can't bear the thought of Brady rotting away in prison for something he didn't do. She knows the truth, that Brady is being unfairly punished for Fiona's misdeeds, and she's determined to make sure he doesn't waste away in a cell. And let's not forget about Rachel, Brady and Kristen's daughter. Kristen knows that if Brady goes to prison, it will shatter Rachel's heart and destroy any hope of reuniting their fractured family. So what does Kristen do? She refuses to sit idly by while Brady sacrifices his freedom. Instead, she hatches a plan, and not just any plan, but one that involves bringing the infamous Dr. Wilhelm Rolf back to Salem. Yes, you read that right. Kristen, being as resourceful and cunning as ever, knows that if there's anyone who can help her get Brady out of this mess, it's Dr. Rolf. And she's determined to convince the doctor to join her in a new scheme, one that could change everything. Dr. Rolf, as fans are well aware, is no ordinary doctor. His medical expertise borders on the supernatural, and he's known for pulling off the impossible, whether it's cloning people, resurrecting the dead, or manipulating the human body in ways no one else can. Rolf has always had a penchant for the extraordinary, and his unique talents make him the perfect partner for Kristen's plan. So what exactly is Kristen's grand idea? According to speculation, she wants Dr. Rolf to focus his brilliance on Sarah Horton's paralysis. If Rolf can somehow find a cure for Sarah and help her walk again, Kristen would have the ultimate bargaining chip to get Brady's freedom. By presenting a miracle cure, Kristen could leverage Xander Kyriakis, Sarah's current love interest, into helping her secure Brady's release. It's a clever and dangerous plan, one that fits perfectly with Kristen's style of mixing manipulation, science, and emotional blackmail. The stakes couldn't be higher. If Rolf can pull off what others believe to be impossible and cure Sarah's paralysis, Kristen would be in a prime position to make demands. Not only would Sarah be free from her physical limitations, but Kristen could potentially use the cure as a way to cut a deal, one that would see Brady freed from his unjust prison sentence. After all, who wouldn't want to save Sarah from her suffering? And who could deny Kristen what she wants if she holds the key to that salvation? But as always, there are risks involved. Dr. Rolf's methods are far from traditional, and the consequences of his actions are often unpredictable. Curing Sarah could come with unforeseen side effects or complications, and there's always the chance that Rolf's cure might not be as permanent as it seems. Kristen is willing to take that gamble, but will everyone else? And more importantly, will Sarah be willing to accept help from someone as morally dubious as Dr. Rolf? The real question is whether Rolf's return will be solely about helping Sarah, or if there's another layer to Kristen's plot. Kristen has always been a master manipulator, and we can't rule out the possibility that she has an ulterior motive. Is this really just about freeing Brady, or does Kristen have something even bigger in mind? Could she be planning to use Rolf's talents for her own gain in ways we haven't yet considered? As we've seen time and again, when Kristen and Dr. Rolf team up, things rarely go according to plan, at least, not without causing some serious fallout along the way. The partnership between these two is a dangerous one, and the people of Salem should brace themselves for whatever chaos might ensue. Dr. Rolf is no stranger to controversy, and with Kristen steering the ship, there's no telling how far they'll go to get what they want. So, what do you think? Is Kristen's plan to use Dr. Rolf as a way to cure Sarah and save Brady a stroke of genius, or will it backfire spectacularly? Could Rolf's return lead to even more shocking developments down the road? One thing's for sure, when Dr. Rolf is involved, anything is possible, and Salem is about to be rocked by another wave of drama. Stay tuned for more updates on this ever-evolving story, and let us know your thoughts in the comments. Is Dr. Rolf the key to saving Sarah and freeing Brady, or is Kristen playing a dangerous game that will have consequences far beyond what she expects? We hope you enjoyed it and look forward to sharing more with you in the future. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe TV Days Drama Digest for more updates on Days of Our Lives.